Hi everyone, my name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a book haul. It's my September book haul. And I have quite a few books to show you. What else is new? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have about 13 or 14 books here. I just got home from Barnes & Noble. I had to go book shopping. It's actually quite funny because the book that I went in to get was there. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't there. I just didn't get it. So, it's a special edition, or it's exclusive edition, and I wanted that one. I wanted to make sure I wanted that one particular edition. So I went in there to look at it, found that I was actually, I really liked it. So I was going to order it online and just pick it up in store, just sit around and wait. But I was getting really, really tired, and I didn't want to wait anymore, so I picked up a couple other books I was looking at that I was like, I really want to get. So yeah, that's what happened. Could have done all of these, done the pick up in store thing, and gotten all of the books, but it just didn't happen. I am very, very tired, but we're going to do this video anyway. Okay, so let's show off the books that I just got. I normally save these for last, but I'm like, screw it. Just do it now. So I got 2 books. One is a sci-fi, and you're going to, just be like, Becca, you don't really like sci-fi. You keep saying you don't like sci-fi. Why do you keep buying sci-fi? Well, I picked up The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James, and I don't have an excuse. I don't have a reason. Other than I just really wanted to read it. I have always been meaning to pick this up in hardcover. I've gotten this from the library quite a few times and have just never gotten around to it because it's sci-fi. But I saw that they had a paperback copy, and I've been meaning to just look at it, pick it up, and just read a couple sentences and see if I would really like the writing. And I kind of do. And our main character reads fan fiction, and I think she actually writes fan fiction, maybe. I don't know. But I'm kind of intrigued. So we're going to give it a shot. I can't tell you really what this is about other than it's a girl who's in space. So it says days since the Infinity left Earth. So I guess that's the spaceship she's on. She's on the Infinity, right? The days since the Infinity left Earth is 6,817. Wow. Romy, or Rami? I'm gonna go Romy. Silvers is no stranger to life in space, but she never knew how isolating the universe could be until her parents' tragic deaths left her alone in the Infinity, a spaceship speeding away from Earth. Romy tries to make the best of her situation, but with only brief communications from her therapist on Earth to keep her company, she can't help but feel like something is missing. It seems like a dream come true when NASA alerts her that another ship, the Eternity, will be joining the Infinity. Romy begins exchanging messages with Jay, the captain of the Eternity, and their friendship breathes new life into her world. But as the Eternity grows closer, Romy learns that there's more to Jay's mission than she could have imagined. And suddenly, there are worse things than being alone. Possible romance? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it just sounds kind of good. And it's pretty short. And I don't know. I was in the mood to pick it up. How many pages is this exactly? Without spoiling. This is only 300 pages. That's not bad. Again, I'm going to make so many excuses just for myself to pick that up. It doesn't matter. If I like it, I'm really happy. If I don't, I'll try not to do this again. If you've read that book, let me know. I really want to know if it's actually any good. And the other one is a third in a series that I've really, really enjoyed, and that is The Wallflower Wager by Tessa Dare. This is a Girl Meets Duke, or the third in a Girl Meets Duke series. The first 2 are the Duchess Steele and the Governess Game. And this one follows Penelope. So I remember really, really enjoying Penelope. I believe she's the one who like brings in all the strays. Like she like tends to animals, and I really, yes. Yes. So it says they call him the Duke of Ruin. Wealthy and ruthless Gabriel Duke clawed his way from the lowliest slums to the pinnacle of high society, and now he wants to get even. Loyal and passionate, Lady Penelope Campion never met a lost or wounded creature she couldn't take into her home and her heart. When her imposing and attractive new neighbor demands she clear out the rescued animals, Penny sets him a challenge. She will part with her precious charges if he can find them loving homes. Done, Gabriel says. How hard can it be to find homes for a few kittens, and a two-legged dog, and a foul-mouthed parrot, and a goat, an otter, a hedgehog? Easier said than done, for a cold-blooded bastard who wouldn't know a loving home from a workhouse. Soon he's covered in cat hair, knee-deep and adorable and bewitched by a shyly pretty spinster who defies his every attempt to resist. Now she set her mind and heart on saving him, not if he ruins her first. Okay, so we're in the middle of Contemporary-a-thon. And I think I'm adding a new edition because I think I'm going to want to read this, like, right now. And I'm in the middle of a couple of books, but now apparently I have to be in the middle of 3. But it's fine because I really, really want to read this. And I love this series. And I'm just so excited for this. Like, she's betting she contained the beast. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pick this up tonight or tomorrow at the latest. So there's that. Did not intend to do that when I picked that one up. Okay, next up, I had to buy a finished copy, or my own copy of The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker. I read this on Scribd as an ebook and absolutely loved it. So I had to get myself a finished copy. I keep saying finished copy. I mean my own copy. But yeah. This is a hate to love, enemies to lovers trope that just done so freaking well. And it's also about a woman discovering, a woman getting to know her father as he's really sick and he's dying. And it's just her connecting with him. It's so beautiful. And it's set in Alaska, so. I don't hate books set in Alaska. Like, I never really read as much. I've really only read this. And for some reason, like, I think, like, in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna hate anything set in Alaska. But for, like, Christmas movies, like Hallmark Christmas movies, those are everything to me. And then, like, books set in Alaska, apparently do it for me. I love this book so much. And guys, there's gonna be a sequel. The minute I saw on K.A. Tucker's Instagram that she's writing the sequel, I just about freaking died. I actually squealed. To be honest. I actually squealed. Couldn't help it. Okay. So, another journey to Barnes & Noble. This was the beginning of the month, actually. And there were some, like, you know, I don't know why, but I was in a really big fantasy mood. I haven't read any of these books yet. But that's because, you know, I have so many books on my TBR. But I was in a really big fantasy mood. And I was in a really big adult high fantasy mood. And these were all really loved on BookTube from some booktubers. And I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm going to end up picking these up. So the first one was the one I saw in store and, like, had to pick up right then and there. And that was Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. Not entirely sure. But this one follows, like, a band of older men, like, retired, I want to say, like, soldiers, but, they're retired mercenaries. And they all get back together to go and rescue one of the bandmates' daughter. And the way this is kind of pitched, from Cody's Book Corner and Becca in the Books, because Becca in the Books actually asked Cody if this is how it felt, and Cody said yes, and which is pretty much the reason I wanted to buy it right then and there. And that was, if you've ever seen Game of Thrones, when when everyone goes out, when everyone leaves the wall, what was it? It's when Jon Snow and company, leave the wall to go get a White Walker and bring it back. It's like that, like Dog and Jon Snow and like all the crotchety old men, and just the humor there is spot on, and that's apparently what this one is like. So yeah, well, that's where that bookmark went. I also bought a bookmark that time, and it was Take a Bite Out of a Good Book, and I could not find this for whatever reason. That's because I read chapter 1 of this and laughed really hard and wanted to continue on and just didn't have the time. But yeah, I'm on chapter 2, but I have been for over a month. But it's fine. Or under a month, but still. It's fine, like, I'm really, really enjoying this. And I can't wait to actually pick this up. And I know there's like a sequel to it too, so I'm going to have a really good time with that. And then 2 other books that I saw, I saw The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Oh man. I did not know that this was in paperback, and I did not know it was going to be really orangey, but I kind of like it. So I just picked this up. Like, I'm so used to the white copy, you know, the white hardback, that I just saw the orange paperback. I was like, it's mine. But yeah, I know this is set, I say I know, and I don't know anything. Okay, so this is about peasant, student, soldier, goddess. When war orphan Rin aced the Keiju, the Empire White test to find the most talented youth to learn at the academies. She surprised everyone, test officials, the guardians who wanted to marry off and further their criminal enterprise, and even herself. But being a dark-skinned peasant girl from the south is not easy at Seingard, the most elite military school in Nikon. Targeted by rival classmates for her color, poverty, and gender, Rin discovers that gods long thought dead are very much alive, and that she possesses a lethal unearthly power and aptitude for the nearly mythical art of shamanism that could be the weapon the Empire desperately needs. While Naikara is at peace, its enemy and former occupiers, the Federation of Mugen, buys his time, and a third Poppy War is just a spark away. Rin's shamanic powers may be the only way to save her people, yet as she discovers more about the god that has chosen her, the vengeful Phoenix, she fears that winning the war may cost her humanity, and it may already be too late. An Asian-inspired fantasy, like high fantasy, that everybody seems to love. Kind of in. Like, I'm kind of in the mood. This is another one, like, I kept picking up at the library and kept having to return. This time it's happening. Alright, and, Kristen over Super Space Chick kind of made me in the mood to pick this up. And that is The Last Wish by Andrei... Is it Andrei? Sapkowski? Maybe? Can't read names. It's really hard. But this is like the first book in the Witcher series. I think this is a set of... Is this... I don't know if this is actually like a set of stories. Maybe not. Maybe that's the next one, which is Sword of Destiny. And that says Tales of the Witcher. So I guess that's... but this one, just introducing The Witcher. I actually own Witcher 3. You know, the video game. And I've been really meaning to play it. Like, I played a little bit of it, but I'm really meaning to play more of it. And I'm really hoping this kind of gets me in the mood, and I'm really hoping that I love this series. because it just seems like a series I would really love. And it says, Geralt is a witcher, his sole purpose to destroy the monsters that plague the world, but not everything monstrous looking is evil, and not everything fair is good, and in every fairy tale there is a grain of truth. I want to say this is like it has like fairy tales kind of woven in to this. I don't know. Like, I want to say that's what Kristen said, but I could be totally wrong. But yeah, I'm just like really in the mood for fantasy, even though I haven't read any of those, but I've been reading a lot of fantasy this month. This week, I just happened to be, reading a lot of contemporary, but yeah. Okay, oh my gosh. So many books, guys. Next up, there's actually kind of a funny story with this. I wish I remembered to move over my pictures to my phone, because I kind of took pictures. And I forgot to do that, because I was going to show you on my iPad what it looked like. But, so I got The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. This is V.E. Schwab's very first book. It's her debut novel. And some people really love it, some people really hate it. But this is a re-released, republished book. Like, it went out of, how do I say it? It's not out of order. It went out of print. Thank you. It went out of print a long time ago. And they just re-released it in this really beautiful, exclusive collector's edition that I'm just, like, in love with. And it kind of matches my other ones, so that's good. But there is a map of the town of Nier, and this follows a witch. That's really all you need to know. The Near Witch is only an old story told to frighten children. If the wind calls at night, you must not listen. The wind is lonely and always looking for company. There are no strangers in the town of Nier. These are the truths that Lexi has heard all her life, but when an actual stranger, a boy who seems to fade like smoke, appears outside her home on the moor at night, she knows that at least one of these sayings is no longer true. The next night, the children of Nier start disappearing from their beds, and the mysterious boy falls under suspicion. As the hunt for the children intensifies, so does Lexi's need to know about the witch that just might be more than a bedtime story. About the wind that seems to speak through the halls at night, and about the history of this nameless boy. Part fairy tale, part love story, V. Schwab's debut novel is entirely original yet achingly familiar. A song you heard long ago, a whisper carried by the wind, and a dream you won't soon forget. God, that sounds amazing. But yeah, I love this map, and then, yeah, that's gorgeous. And there's also, which I love, a ribbon bookmark, which I just love. But yeah, I'm really excited. There's also a crow with every chapter header, and I'm really looking forward to this. I did order this from Barnes & Noble. I ordered this online, and I had it shipped to my house. Which now I'm thinking, why'd I do that with the other book? Hopefully nothing bad goes with that one. Like, I've had really good, I've been really lucky with my packages for a very long time. But just for this one, I was very unlucky. So when I got my copy of The Near Witch, because I only wanted this edition, you can only get it online, it came really banged up. Like, it was just destroyed. The hardcover itself was bent so bad. Like, it was just awful. It was coming out of the package, like, the package was so, like, it was open. I could see the book. I was so mad. So, obviously, I went to my nearest store, and I just picked up another copy, because thankfully, they actually had a copy in stock. I was so mad, because I was like, I can't... I found another store near me, because all the other stores that I've been to around me don't have it in stock. But thankfully there was actually another store closer to me than I've ever known that actually had a copy of this. So I was thankful, and I was able to exchange it, because if not, I was going to be so mad. It was literally destroyed. And I was just really, really mad. So... But thankfully I got a copy and it's perfect and it's in perfect condition. I'm perfectly fine with it. Okay, next up. Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mayhern. This is a Barnes & Noble YA book club pick. It's an exclusive edition because I believe there's a bonus chapter in the back. Let's see, is there anything? No, just straight black. But this follows a witch and a witch hunter that have to marry for some reason or other. I don't know why. But I'm like, I've heard really, really good things about this. And I've heard it's kind of an enemies to lovers romance. And I'm just like, a witchy enemies to lovers kind of speaks to me right now. Especially since we're nearing October. So, yeah, and Sarah J. Maas blurbed it. A brilliant debut full of everything I love. How could I not want to read this? Seriously. And I absolutely love this cover. Oh, so freaking gorgeous. A witch and a witch hunter bound in holy matrimony. There's only one way such a story could end. A stake and a match. I want to read this so bad. Alright, yeah. For sure this was already on my October TBR, which, spoiler for that, when that comes up. But now I'm like, I want this to be one of the first books I pick up. Okay. Also, at Barnes & Noble, I picked up a copy of Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward. This is the next book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I want to say, like, the 5th book? Yeah. It's the 5th book. This one follows Vicious, which I'm really excited. And obviously, this is the next book, so I'll be reading this one in October, too. But, yeah. Really excited for this one. It follows Vicious, and I just really, really want more Vicious. So. And this one's kind of big. Yeah, this one's pretty big. It's actually like around 500 pages. I'm pretty sure the other ones are like under 400, but I could be wrong. But yeah. Really excited. I had to pick up a copy of Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff, which I am kind of like on the fence about putting in my October TBR. Like, I want to read this so bad. Like, everybody is loving this. And I'm just like, but, oh, it's gonna break me. And I already have so many books planned for October. But, I had to get a signed first edition. And I just want to read this. It might end up happening. We'll see. Like, I think this is, what, 400 and something? 478? Like, around 480 pages. I mean, but it's the finale, and God's Grave was just so good. Oh, man. No. Sorry, it's a text. This is so good. I want to read this so bad. This might actually happen. Okay. Also, I had to get a couple copies. Me and my best friend are really wanting to binge this series together. I've already read the first book, and she is currently reading the first book. But what's it called? We are going to kind of read a book a month. So again, you'll kind of know what my October TBR... I'm just telling you everything that's happening in October, aren't I? Don't worry. There's quite a few books on there, so you won't know all of it. But I had to buy books 3 and 4. Because the 4th book just came out, and I didn't have book 3. So, I got Escaping from Houdini and Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco. And, yeah, these are books 3 and 4 in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. So, like I said, I read Stalking Jack the Ripper last year. And me and my best friend were buddy reading that then, at like that time. And then, what's it called? She stopped. Like, she got into a reading slump and stopped. And I finished it. And I felt bad about continuing on, so I didn't. And now, because, like, we're just in the mood for it, she's finishing her Stalking Jack the Ripper. And then we're going to go into Hunting Prince Dracula, so that way we can finish this off by the end of the year. Like, I found out. Like, I know what happens in this. And I'm here for it. And I want it. Like, oh my god, I am so excited for that. So I have to read 3 books to get to the scene I really want to get to in this. But it's okay, like, I'm excited. Like, this one follows Houdini. Like, they're on a boat, and, you know, they're escaping from Houdini. And then this one, I believe, is set in Chicago. Yeah. They're in Chicago. So. Oh my god. And they're going to the infamous murder hotel. Yes. Yes, I just want all of it. I have heard some, like, mixed reviews on this, but this just... I need to read this series. So we're going to read it this year. Now, final book, finally, is a collector's edition that I had to get because it's the sequel to a book that I got the collector's edition for last year, I think it was. And, look at this gorgeous edition of Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. Oh my god. I love this copy so much. It's got black sprayed edges. I think Six of Crows had red, right? Oh man. I'm just dying to pick up the series again. Like, this duology is probably my favorite duology of all time. Or at least one of my favorite duologies. And I have yet to pick up King of Scars. Because I want to reread these before going into that. But I'm also thinking I should reread the Grisha trilogy. Even though I don't like the Grisha trilogy. But yeah. I just really wanted this. And then, oh my god. It says, when you can't beat the odds, challenge the game. Look at this so much. It's so beautiful. And like, that's the map. Oh. And then like, you want to see the character art? Oh man. There's my Kaz and Inej. Look at how beautiful they are. And Nina and Matthias. So gorgeous. Jasper and Wylan. And then there's Kue. Oh, yes. It's so beautiful. I love this art. I love this edition. I'm so glad I have. The minute I found out Crooked Kingdom had came out for the collector's edition, I immediately bought it. So yeah, that is it. That's my book haul for September. Yeah. That's everything I got. Oh my god, I got a lot. I just don't feel like it's not as much as I normally get, which I am kind of happy with. Like, I'm trying to sort of, you know, be smart with my money and everything, but when all the books come out, it's kind of hard. But yeah. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you with another. Bye. Happy reading.